Let's solve your quiz 1. So, in preparation para sa prelim exam bukas. So, problem number 1 for quiz 1, the position of a particle along a straight line path is defined by this function. This is the function ng displacement where t is in seconds. Determine the total distance traveled when t is equal to 10 seconds. What are the particles' average velocity, average speed, and instantaneous velocity, and instantaneous acceleration at this time? So, for this problem, pinapahanap niya total distance, average velocity, speed, and instantaneous velocity, and acceleration. So, may iba na nako-confuse paano kuhanin yung total distance traveled. So, we can skip that. Unahin natin yung mga alam nating sagutan, di ba? So, average velocity, alam naman siguro natin yan. Pag average velocity, it's just displacement or yung S over yung time. And then, instantaneous velocity and acceleration, how do you get that? So, for velocity, you derive yung function ng displacement mo. And then, to get acceleration, yung nakuha mong function sa velocity, i-derive mo ulit to get the acceleration. So, umpisahan muna natin sa doon. Later natin kunin yung average speed and yung total distance. So, anong difference ng average speed and average velocity? So, for average speed, sabi nga, displacement over time. Pero kapag average speed, so average velocity, it's displacement over time. Average speed, it's the total distance over time. So, doon natin kailangan yung total distance. Pero, sagutan natin yung mga madadali muna. Let's get average speed muna. So, how do we do that? Meron tayong time which is 10 seconds, evaluation time natin. And then, yung displacement, we can get that by this function. Since yung function niya in terms of variable t, we can just substitute yung 10 seconds dun sa t to get the displacement at 10 seconds. Yun ang kukunin, yun ang yung to answer average velocity at 10 seconds na time. So, displacement at 10 seconds is, kunin natin yung function na t cubed minus 6t squared minus 15t plus 7. And then, substitute natin yung time equals 10 seconds dito. So, t, 10 cubed minus 6 times 10 squared minus 15 times 10 plus, plus 7. So, ang makukuha nyo dito ay 257 feet. That is displacement sa time na 10 seconds. Pero, ano ibig sabihin ng 257? That is from 0. Kung ito yung number line, diba ganyan yan, positive 1, positive 2, positive 3. So, 257 is, kunwari, is nandito. Nandito yung positive 257 at 10 seconds. That is, let me write it. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng S10. From 0 point ng number line. But if you will evaluate S0 kasi, anong S0? 0 cube minus 6 times 0 squared minus 15 times 0 plus 7. S0 is 7. So, andito yung initial mo. Dito sa 7. Ito yung SO mo. Ibig sabihin, displacement mo average velocity, yung displacement mo is S10 minus S0 over time. So this is 257 minus 7 over 10 seconds. 250 over 10. It's 25 feet per second. So, yan. Ito ang displacement mo. This is your
Daddy, do you
displacement.
got your Spider-Man?
Kasi ito yung initial position mo. Kung ang initial position mo, nandito ka, ang displacement mo ay 257. Pero since sa problem natin, ang initial niya position ay 7 dito. Ang displacement niya ay ito. From point dito, nagpunta siya doon. So, ito yung average velocity. Then next, let's get yung instantaneous velocity. How do we get instantaneous velocity? Diba, for our discussion, SVA. So, if you are given the function of S, para makuha mo velocity, derive ka ng isa. Then, makakakuha ka ng function ng velocity. Ito yung i-derive mo para makuha naman yung acceleration. So, let's do that. So, S is equal T cubed minus 6T squared minus 15T plus 7. I-derive natin to sa differential ng time ds over dt equals 3T squared minus 12T minus 15. This is velocity. So, if we evaluate this sa time na 10 seconds, velocity will be equal to velocity is 165 feet per second squared. S10 squared. Yan lang. Now, we have the velocity now. Instantaneous velocity at that instant. So, next is acceleration. How do we get acceleration? Kukunin natin itong function ng v. So, v is equal to 3t squared minus 12t minus 15. Ito ang i-derive natin para makuha ang acceleration. So, dv over dt is 60 minus 12. So, evaluating that sa 10 seconds na time, our A is 6 times 10 minus 12 is 48 feet per seconds. Second squared. This is your acceleration. So, remember, kapag nagde-derive or even pag nag-i-integrate, yung function ang dinederive o ini-integrate, hindi yung value. Ito yung function, ito yung value. Hindi ito ang dinidifferentiate natin or ini-integrate. Dapat itong function. Ano yung function? Yung equation na may variable. Ito. Ito yung, ito ang dinerive natin to get acceleration. Ngayon, if I ask you, ano yung function ng acceleration? Ito yun, no? Ito ang function ng acceleration. Ito ang function ng velocity. Hindi ito. These are the values. These are the magnitudes na. Hindi yan function. So, they are in terms, itong mga function, in terms of a variable. So, ano ang function ng position? Is this one naman. Okay, sila yung dinederive or ini-integrate, hindi yung magnitude. So, nakuha na natin yung tatlo. Now, we need to get naman yung total distance traveled and the average speed. So, to get yung total distance traveled, may iba-ibang ways to get that. Pwede mo siyang, pinaka-logical na way is to evaluate yung movement ng particle. Yung, paano siya mag-move from time 0 to 10 seconds. another way is to mag-summation ka or i-integrate mo, pero dapat ano tawag dito? Naka-absolute value. Another way is pwede mo i-evaluate itong function ng position. Evaluate mo yan. Factoring. Then may makukuha, pag nag-factoring ka, may makukuha kang mga time values. Pero dapat alam mo i-interpret anong ibig sabihin ng mga time values na yun. So, merong like, may mga nag-solve na may time values pero walang definition kung anong ibig sabihin nung nakuha nilang time values. So, medyo may minus point doon. Kung walang definition. Meron ding mga nag-integrate. Kunwari, nakuha yung sagot pero hindi naka-absolute value. Ibig sabihin, nangopya lang. So, may minus yun or niro-wrong natin na yung mga yun. So, kung na-reserve nyo yung mga quizzes nyo, may mga notes ako doon ng warning on cheating. So, let's get yung paano yung total distance makuha. Evaluating and observing the path ng particle at every time second. So, you can use yung mode table ng calculator nyo. Mode na table sa calculator. So, kasi using that, i-input mo lang yung function mo, this function ng position, ng displacement. And then, ipapa-evaluate mo siya from 0 to 10 seconds. So, let's use that table. So, i-input natin yung function of d cube minus 6 t squared squared minus 15t plus 7. And then, start evaluation sa 0. And then, end evaluation sa 10. Then, step is take 1 seconds. Then, ito yung ilalabas ng calculator from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, ang values, ang position at every second is this.
Siratin ko na. Nagtago ka lang? Taga ko sa'yo.
So, nasa positive na yan. So, ito yung nilabas ng calculator. So, anong ibig sabihin? Ito yung initial position niya at time 0. And then, kung i-graph natin yan sa number line, ito yung 0. Ito yung 0 na number line na ibig sabihin, negative 1, negative 4, step positive 1, positive 2, negative 2. So, dito yung 0 ng number line. Pero at 0, this is time. At 0 seconds, your initial position is 7. So, nandito ka. At time 0, your position is 7 feet. Doon ka. Positive. So, after 1 second, napunta siya sa negative 13. Dito. Nasa 13 siya. From dito, nag-left turn siya. Hanggang negative, hanggang sa negative 93. So, negative 93, 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, siya nakapunta doon. Pero, nung 6 seconds, nag-negative 83. Meaning, from 93, pabalik na siyang gano'n. Hindi na siya umusad pa to the left. So, bumalik na siya. Going to the right siya hanggang 8 seconds. Nalagpasan na niya yung 0. Value ng number line. Hanggang sa 10 seconds, nandito na siya sa positive 257. So, this is sa time na 5 seconds. This is time na 10 seconds. So, kung i-evaluate mo, ito yung total distance level niya. From dito, and then, ito. Ito yung ito total natin. So, paano yan kukunin? Total distance is equal to, from dito, 7 to 7 feet. Ito naman, this is 93 feet. Then, bumalik siya, 93 ulit. That's absolute to, no? Kasi nga, total distance kinukuha natin. So, absolute ang direction. Since speed, kapag speed, regardless sa direction, wala siyang direction, yun ang kinaibahan niya sa velocity. Kasi kapag velocity, displacement, may value ang direction. So, dito sa total distance, absolute sila. So, next, nandito ka na. Next na i-add mo. Then, pag-isa rin pinto. So, this total distance niya ay 450 feet. So, yan ang total distance. Yan ang gagamitin mo to get the average speed. So, 450 divided by 10 seconds. 45 feet. Wala. Feet per second. Ito ang average speed mo. So, yan. Nakuha natin silang lahat. Number 2 naman. So, in number 2, a particle originally at rest and located at 0.325 feet is subjected to an acceleration. Ito yung function ng acceleration. Determine the particle's position after 2 seconds. So, the problem, sinabi niya na i-express ang answer natin into x, y, z. Ibig sabihin, not resultant. Naka x, y, z yung answer dapat natin. So, ayan, kailangan natin ng position. So, ang given natin is the acceleration function. So, anong sabi natin? VA, kung gusto natin, may given tayong displacement function, ang kukunin natin is velocity, so de-derive tayong isa. Pag kukunin ng acceleration, isa pang derivation, so 2 times derivation. But sa problem, ang given ay baliktad, we have the acceleration, so kailangan natin si displacement. So from that, kailangan mo ng isang derivative, acceleration to the integral para from acceleration to velocity ka, then i-derive mo ulit para from velocity displacement ka. So let's get our function. Acceleration 60 I plus 12 t squared k. So unit niya ay feet per second squared. So integrate na natin siya. So twice natin siyang i-integrate para makapunta tayo sa displacement. So, paano mag-integrate? So, from this definition, dv equals a dt. So, integrate natin siya. So, pag in-integrate ito, magiging yung velocity na. And then, what is our function na i-integrate dito? It is 60i plus 12t squared k dt. So, itong I and K, wala yung ibig sabihin. Wala yung value. They just imply, they just say na ang term na kasama niya, which is 60, is yung position mo sa x-axis. And ito namang K, sinasabi ni K, itong kasama niyang term or function ay yung function mo for positions along z-axis. So, ibig sabihin, kung individual mo yan, individual mo silang integrate, para ka ini-integrate mo is yung x, yung along x, and then yung along z. So, ganun ibig sabihin niya. Pero yung I mismo and yung K, mga walang value yan. So, let's integrate. So, 6, 1 plus 1, and then t, 1 plus 1, I, plus 12, 2 plus 1, and then t, 2 plus 1, okay. So, let's simplify. This is 3, t, squared I, plus this 4 t cubed k. So, this is your function for velocity. Hindi mo naman kailangan si velocity, so no need to evaluate this sa 2 seconds. 2 seconds yung evaluation time na, okay. So, you can just continue and para makuha yung acceleration. Displacement na. Integrate natin siya ulit. So, ds equals what is our function for v? It's 3t squared I plus 4t cubed k dt. So, integrate mo yan. This will be your s. So, integrate natin to. It's 3, 1 over 2 plus 1. Then 3 is the t. Step by step natin. 1i plus 4, 1 over 3 plus 1. And then t, 3 plus 1, k. Don't forget ito. Position na yan. So, let's simplify. This will be t plus plus sana o t raised to 4 okay. Ngayon natin isa-substitute dahil since ito na yung displacement, substitute na natin yung time 2 seconds. This will be 8i plus 16k. So, what does this mean? Sabi ko nga, xyz yan. S along x-axis is 8 feet. Displacement along y-axis is wala. Displacement along z-axis is 16. This is x. This is z. Wala tayong j, means 0. Kaya ito yan. So, ito yung mga displacements. So, how do we get the final position? To get the final position, get yung initial position plus or minus mo sa displacement s. So, ano yung initial position natin? Given ito yung initial position daw, 3, 2, 5. 3 at x plus 2 at ano to? Y plus 5 at z-axis. So, ipa-plus mo ano yung displacement natin. 0 ka sa y plus 16 ka sa z. So, 11i plus 2j plus 21k. This is your final position. So, kung i-point natin sa coordinate 11, 2, and 21, okay. So, ano ibig sabihin yan? Meron kang XYZ coordinate. So, ano yung initial mo daw? So, initial sa X is 3, Y ito. So, 3, 1, 2, 3, nandito. And then sa Y, 1, 2, nandito. And then 5 sa K, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ayan. So, kung pagsasama-samahin mo dyan, ang point mo ay somewhere dito. So, ibahin natin kulay. Nandito siya. So, from that point, from this initial position, ang displacement mo ay 8, 0, and 16. So, nagkaroon ka ng ganito. So, from X, naging 11. Sa 2, same pa rin dito. And then sa Z, 21 na. So, nandito na yung point mo. Yan ang final position niya. Pag nag-3D, dinrawing mo siya sa 3D. So, number 3, sa quiz 1 ninyo, sabi ko nga similar to dun sa example natin, di ba? So, the particle travels along the path defined by the parabola. This function, if the component of velocity along x-axis is 5t, so function din siya where t is in seconds, determine the particle's distance from the origin O and the magnitude of its acceleration when t is equal to 1. So, this last sentence, ito ay binigay niya yung initial condition na kapag time 0, ang x and y mo ay nandito. Nasa 0. Since x is 0, y is 0 dito. At time 0. So, let's answer na. So, pinapakuha niya yung distance and yung magnitude ng acceleration. So, saan tayo mag-uumpisa? Sabi ko nga, it's best na punta ka na dun sa function. It's a given na function which is y equal to 0.5x squared. So, meron kang given na position. Ano ibig sabihin ng y na to? This is your position along y-axis. So, position pa din yan. So, ibig sabihin, pag dinerive mo yan, makukuha mo yung velocity pa din, pero along y-axis. Pag dinerive mo again, you get a position, pero along y-axis pa lang. So, pinapakuha is acceleration. So, ibig sabihin, if this is your displacement sa y, dy, ay. So, ito yung given. Punta ka sa velocity, isang derivative, pangalawang derivation is your acceleration. So, let's do that. Kukunin natin si ay. So, let's derive both sides. So, time differential. So, this is dy over dt. And then, 0.5 times 2x. So, tapos na ba yan? Hindi, diba? Sabi ko hindi kasi you cannot just drop this one since magkaiba ang variable. Kung in terms of t ito, pwede yung wala na kasi mangyayari dt over dt yan. So, wala na yan. Pero, ours is dx over dt. Hindi mo yan pwedeng i-drop. Hindi mo yan pwedeng i-cancel. I-carry mo yan sa solution. So, this is our Vy. So, let's simplify. Vy is equal to, wala na to, x times dx over dt na. So, remember, this one is your velocity along x naman. So, let's, sige na, substitute natin to simplify. So, next, meron kang velocity pero hindi yan hinihingi problem. We can just derive this again para punta na tayo sa acceleration. So, dvy over dt equals, so this, paano mo dinederive yan? Ito yung sinasabi natin na u times v, wherein u, then kunin mo si u, then i-derive mo muna yung katabi niya, which is dv dt, then plus, kunin mo naman si v, then yung katabi niyang u ang i-derive mo naman. So, gawin natin siya dito. So, let's get x muna, then derive ang de-derive is yung vx, and then plus get vx, itong x naman ang ide-derive, dx over dt. Excuse me. So let's simplify. This is your acceleration along ay equals, so x, this is your ax, second derivative. Pag dinerive mo yung vx, that is ax. So, ax, then vx, and this is also vx. So, vx times vx doon. Ngayon, wala pa tayong values. Let's get the values ng mga to. ax, stx, ax, and then vx. So, tatlo. Ano natin kukunin yan? Para may value yung ay natin. Sabi ko nga, ma-manipulate lang. Meron tayong given na function for vx, which is 5t. So, ima-manipulate nyo lang ang equation na to, makukuha nyo lahat ng kailangan ninyo. So, let's do that, 5t. So, let's get yung function with vx na 5t. So, anong kailangan natin? X, ax, bx. So, using this formula, we can substitute yung time evaluation. Anong pinapa-evaluate niya? 1 second lang evaluation. So, if we just substitute 1 second dito, makukuha na natin ang value ni vx times 1, so 5, ano to? Feet ba to? Meter? Feet pa din. So, feet, 5 feet per second. Yun ang vx natin. Isa-substitute dito yan sa dalawa. So, next, kailangan na yung x and ax. So, paano natin makuha ang x and ax? You just manipulate this one. So, integrate this to get x, and then derive this papunta sa acceleration. So, always remember this. P and A. So,
Relax kami ni Daddy. Where's my tablet? Where's my tablet?
I don't know. So, kunin muna natin una yung x. Let's get x by integrating itong function na to. So, by definition, vx, ito, over dt. So, ds. So, ds natin dito is the dx, diba? Since along x-axis. So, rewrite na nga natin siya. Ganyan. So, ano yung function natin for vx is 5t. So, let's integrate. So, this will be your x equal 5. 1 over 1 plus 1, and then t, 1 plus s, 1 plus 1. So, let's evaluate, let's simplify. So, evaluate sa t equals 1 second. Your x is 5 over 2 feet. Yan ang gagamitin natin pang substitute dito. Now, let's get ax. Derive natin yung function ng velocity. So, vx is equal to 5t. So, derive natin. So, sa time differential to get acceleration.
Kahit konti lang kainin mo, konti lang.
And then, paano ang derivation ito is just 5. So, ito ay ang acceleration. Pag nag-derive ka ng velocity, is acceleration. But since x to, along x lang din yung acceleration. Acceleration along x lang din yung result. So, ayan. Meron na tayong lahat ng values. So, using this, substitute na natin lahat ng values na nakuha natin. Makukuha natin yung value ng AY. So, AY is equal to, ano yung X natin? 5/2 feet. Ano yung AX? It's 5 feet per second. So, substitute lang yon.
Bakit mo lang messenger?
Later pa. 5/2 times yung AX natin na this one, 5 feet per second squared. Plus, ano yung VX natin? Ito, 5 times 5. So, ang answer dyan ay,
Yan ang password.
wait pa.
Ano ang password?
Cellphone yan. Alam mo ang password dyan.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hindi number.
Ha?
Amin. So, this is your acceleration along y-axis. So, ang pinapakuha niya is yung acceleration, meaning, i-resultant mo pa yan. AY. Paano natin kukunin ang resultant? Pythagorean theorem. So, your AX, which is this one, 5 squared plus ito naman, squared. So, our A is 5 squared plus 37.5 squared is 37.83 feet per second squared. So, this is your acceleration. So, may kulang pang isa. Pinapakuha niya din yung distance. So, ano yung distance na yun? Yung X and Y, distance. Oh my goodness. Ito lang, meron ka ng X, meron ka ding,
Yes.
so, meron ka ding Y. Using this equation, makukuha mo yung Y. Then, i-resultant mo yun yung pinakang, distance. So, ano yung value ng X natin? 5/2 feet, diba? So, ito yung function mo for Y. Copy, 0.5 X squared. And you substitute yung value ng X. Makukuha mo na si Y. So, 5 squared. Anong answer dyan? 0.5 times 5 squared. So,
Hindi ko alam.
5/2. Sorry, bakit? Sinulat na 0.5.
I don't know.
Sorry. Type error po. So, 5/2 times 5 squared.
57 din ako or point ako. Baka 36 points.
Ay, okay.
Points.
Sorry, namamali ako.
Hindi, 36 ako. Baka.
Ito yung mali ko. 5 lang ang nilagay ko.
Ikaw, wash mo ang hands mo.
So,
wash ko na. Again. Hindi.
Yung maingay. So, X is 5/2. So, 0.5 times 5/2 squared yan. The answer is 3.125 feet.
Ako hindi ko na-wash.
So, let's get yung resultant niyan. So, that will be the displacement.
Wash ako. Nag-wash ikaw ulit yun. No! And then, wag ko maglapit sa akin.
So, ay, wag ka nga maingay.
Look, okay na. Hindi natin makikita ang mga germs kayo. Kaya wag ko maglapit sa akin. Ebe!
Ay,
Pwede ko maglapit sa iyo. Wash up!
so the answer is 4.0. So, 195. So, we can just use 4 feet. This is your distance. So, nakuha natin yung distance, which is 4 feet. And then yung acceleration, which is this one. So, that is your quiz 1.
Nag-wash